It was a regular Monday at Maple Grove Crematorium, just me and the soothing hum of furnaces working their magic. Whoever said cremation wasn't an art clearly never handled Martha's Cookies side of the head operation. I leaned back in my chair, idly stirring the coffee, when the phone rang. Old man Duncan, a regular, calling to double-check on his prepaid plan. I assured him that he, like his newspaper, was in safe hands. Little did we know, today would be the day that the unpredictability of life, or death in this case, would ratchet the oh boy factor to an all-time high. After hanging up, I noticed a peculiar red light flashing on the control panel. I hadn't seen it before, and being the pro that I was, I assumed it was just an electrical hiccup to go alongside my dismantled coffee maker. I pried open the electric box, reset the breaker, and stepped back with a satisfied grin. Just as I was about to label myself an engineering genius, the furnaces sputtered, and the air filled with a thick, acrid smell. Think of it as the illegitimate love child between burnt rubber and a monster truck show. Naturally, I hit the emergency stop button. Nothing happened. Because, of course, it was that special kind of panic that only flammable human remains can induce in a person, so you can imagine the level of calm I was bringing to the emergency. Fun turns to eerie when names from the manifest start appearing on the digital screen, except in reverse order. Now, graphology was never my field, but checking names off the afterlife guest list backwards seemed wrong. I switched off the breaker, but the screen stayed on. This was officially void territory. The smell persisted, growing stronger, a faint whisper weaving through each letter, like one of those spooky stories Aunt Margaret used to tell about misplaced souls. A story I always found ridiculous until now. With unexpected flair, the large cylindrical container on the back wall, labeled "Do Not Open," flung open by itself. No Houdini act ever prepared me for what followed. Ash that should have settled 3 years ago took a casual stroll through aisle regret, forming into half-shaped faces, all wearing what seemed like expressions of unfinished business. It was unsettling, the kind of unsettling where you give your misplaced important letter one last check even though you know you left it at your mother's. My half-hoping sarcasm about ghostly errors palpitating in the place began to inflate like a bad souffle. Maybe people get misdirected in life, and sometimes in death too. I bolted for the door. Out of the corner of my eye, a face caught my attention. Old man Duncan. Classic. He had gifted me several, unsuccessful, crash courses in dealing with the unexpected, mostly involving his stomach after a chili festival. But decomposition cases levitating past their shelf life? We had skipped that class. Then, just like that, it was silent again. The furnaces lulled back into their monotonous melody. The screen blinked once, twice, and disappeared into darkness, returning everything back to its ordinary, just another Monday state. Of course, the room smelled like a seance gone wrong. I stood at the exit, composed like someone passing a breathalyzer on luck alone. I locked up the door while attempting a normal stride toward my car. As I drove away from Maple Grove, my rearview mirror caught a flicker of red in the distant windows. One of these days, I'll remember to add crematorium era to my life skill set, maybe with an asterisk that reads, Frankenstein mischief's welcome. But for now, the ashes finally seemed content, while my faith in malfunctioning technology was forever burned. Who would have thought an electrical glitch would become part of the permanent job description?